Liverpool are fresh off the back of stunning summer transfer window, but their thoughts might already be turning to next summer with a host of faces primed to leave Liverpool. If Arne Slot's first summer window at Liverpool was largely forgettable, 2025 was the complete opposite. The Reds spent over £400 million on new talent, with Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz, and Hugo Ekitike among their headline arrivals. Liverpool chiefs also made sure to generate huge funds to help finance that record-breaking spend. The Merseysiders earned around £250 million in sales throughout the window as the likes of Luis Diaz, Darwin Nunez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and more all departed the club, and despite their squad now looking in great shape, another busy summer potentially lies in wait for Liverpool, with a host of stars seeing their contracts expire in less than 12 months' time. Chief among those is long-serving left-back Andy Robertson. The Scottish defender is only under contract until 2026, and should he not sign a new deal before then, he would be free to leave. Robertson has already been linked with a move away from Anfield this summer, with Atletico Madrid linked after the arrival of Milos Kerkez. But Slot appears to have put his faith in Robertson after installing him as the club's vice-captain and allowing Kostas Tsimikas to depart on loan to Roma. Trent left, so there are a lot of logical reasons for the decision. Robertson is a very good player, plays many games, knows what it takes, but also knows the culture of the club and the dressing room. Apart from all the quality he shows on the pitch, he plays also a big role in the culture we have here at this club, which is, as I said many times last season, the biggest gift I could get from Jurgen Klopp. That's also something we definitely have to keep for my successor to have, this same culture, if I am ever leaving this club. Robertson's defensive colleague Ibrahima Konate is also out of contract next summer. The Frenchman has already been linked with a free switch to Real Madrid. While both Robertson and Konate are experienced campaigners, a priority will also be to tie down teen sensation Rio Ngumoha. The 16-year-old enjoyed a hugely impressive preseason before going even better with his last gasp winner at Newcastle in August. He is currently on a scholarship deal, but is now due to sign on professional terms, having turned 17 just before the summer window closed. One man who they might be happy to let go is Academy graduate Rhys Williams. The centre-back broke into the team during the 2021 season but has not appeared for the first team since. He has had 5 loan spells since then, the most recent coming with League Two side Morecambe. The final out-of-contract star is actually one of Liverpool's summer signings. Goalkeeper Freddie Woodman arrived at Anfield on a free transfer from Preston and penned a 1-year deal. Liverpool, though, have an option to extend that deal by a further year. Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool have posted the biggest net losses of any clubs in world football this summer, underlining once again the spending power of the Premier League's elite. According to figures from the CIA's Football Observatory, Pep Guardiola's side recorded a deficit of around £314 million, narrowly ahead of Arsenal on £311 million and Liverpool on £208 million. 6 English clubs appear in the global top 10 loss-makers, alongside Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Galatasaray, and Italian outfit Como. It has been another record-breaking summer, with CIS estimating that clubs worldwide spent £12.1 billion on transfers, 14% more than the previous high set in 2023. The Premier League once more drove much of the market, with English sides dominating the list of negative balances. Liverpool were the headline act. The Reds smashed the British transfer record twice in the same window, first by landing Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen for more than 100 milliburs, then by forcing through the arrival of Alexander Isak from Newcastle for 125 milliburs. The Isak saga became one of the dramas of the summer, with the striker refusing to play and posting a pointed message on social media before finally sealing his move to Anfield. Arne Slot, fresh from winning the title in his debut season, also recruited Hugo Ekitike, Jeremy Frimpong, and Milos Kerkez in what has been described as one of the most ambitious windows in Anfield history. The result is a squad brimming with talent, but also a balance sheet showing the third largest net loss in the world. Slot now faces the pressure that comes with such lavish backing, with supporters and owners alike expecting another title challenge and a deep run in the Champions League. Arsenal also plunged deep into the red after a £267 million spree that brought in Victor Gyökeres, Eberechi Eze, and Martin Zubimendi. The Gunners were widely praised for strengthening across the pitch but managed to generate only £10 million in sales, leaving them with a deficit of more than £300 million. For Mikel Arteta, the question is whether the heavy outlay will finally push his side over the line in the title race. City, by contrast, were less eye-catching in terms of individual deals but still finished with the biggest net loss worldwide. Guardiola oversaw a rebuild that included the arrival of Tijani Reinders while allowing several established names to depart. With spending of more than £460 million and only £94 million recouped, the champions ended the summer with the most negative balance sheet in football. United also ranked among the worst performers financially, finishing deep in the red after a £200 million spend to transform their attack. Matheus Cunha and Brian Mbeumo added proven Premier League quality, while the capture of Benjamin Sesko offered long-term potential. with little money recouped in sales, United ended the summer with another sizable deficit on their books. Perhaps the biggest surprise on the list were Sunderland, who posted one of the largest net losses anywhere in Europe after a lavish summer outlay. The Black Cats spent heavily on the likes of Granit Xhaka, Nordi Mukili and Simon Adingra, while also pulling off a dramatic deadline day with Brian Brobby and Lut Cheryl Geertruida arriving. It marked one of the most ambitious windows in the club's modern history, but left them with one of the heaviest negative balances on the continent. While the Premier League's leading clubs hemorrhaged money, Chelsea managed the rare feat of spending big and still finishing in profit. The Blues were again one of the most active clubs, committing more than £390 million to new signings including Brighton forward João Pedro, but they also brought in £420 million from sales. That left them £25 million in credit, a remarkable contrast to their fellow Big Six rivals. Critics point out that Chelsea's squad remains bloated and chaotic, but financially they are one of the few elite sides to emerge from the summer in the black. Elsewhere in Europe, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid both registered heavy net losses, while Turkish giants Galatasaray and Italian Como also featured among the biggest spenders. The presence of Ronaldo's Al Nassr in the top 10 highlighted the continued, if slowing, impact of Saudi investment in the transfer market. The other end of the table told a very different story. French clubs were the big winners financially, with RC Lens posting a profit of £96 million, Lyon clearing £91 million, and Monaco £80 million. Ligue 1 has long been a selling league, and this summer underlined that reputation, with clubs cashing in on talent to balance their books while still remaining competitive. In the Premier League, Aston Villa led the way with a net profit of £73 million after selling Jacob Ramsey and others, though their inability to move on Emiliano Martinez prevented an even stronger return. In total, 121 clubs worldwide recorded more than £42 million worth of transfer activity this summer. Spending at the top end of the English game has reached unprecedented levels, and the gaps between the haves and have-nots continue to grow. City, Arsenal and Liverpool may have taken the biggest financial hits, but they are banking on their new recruits delivering silverware, while further down the ladder, clubs in France and Germany have used the market to secure their futures.